So I've simplified the example from the last lecture. We have the circle object with two instance members, radius and move, and one prototype member, which is called draw. Now, one thing I want to emphasize here is that it doesn't matter when you change the prototype. So in this case, we're modifying the prototype before creating an object. We could create an object first and then modify the prototype. The draw method will still be available on this circle object, because here we're dealing with object references. So we have a single object in memory. As soon as we modify that, all the changes are immediately visible. So save the changes. Look, we've got the draw message here. Now in this lecture, I'm going to show you how to iterate over instance versus prototype properties. So earlier you learned about object.keys method. I'm going to pass this C1 here. Let's see what we get on the console. Save. So object.keys only returns instance members, radius and move. Draw is not there because draw is a prototype member. So that's something I want you to remember. So object.keys only returns instance members. Okay. What about the for in loop? Let me show you. So for let key in C1, let's just do a console.log of the key. All right, look, here we have all the instance and prototype members. So we get the draw method as well. So remember, the for in loop returns all members, instance and prototype. Now in JavaScript language, we often use the word own instead of instance. So in some documents, in some tutorials, you may hear own property versus prototype property. Let me show you a useful method. So here, let's call C1 that has own property. We pass the name of the property. Let's say radius. This is an instance or own property, so we get true. But if we call has own property and pass draw, we should get false because this is a prototype member or a prototype property.